Day one began at the Marriott City Center in Pittsburgh, and as the name implies, it's in central Pittsburgh. So the official start of the Gap is actually a seal in the pavement in Point State Park, where the Allegheny and Monongahela rivers meet. But we didn't want to backtrack, so our start was slightly beyond on the 10th Street Bridge over the Monongahela River, as you can see here. From the Marriott, we rode about a half mile south to the 10th Street Bridge, where we linked up with the Great Allegheny Passage to begin our 150-mile journey to Cumberland, Maryland. The panoramic views from the 10th Street Bridge are amazing, so we certainly had to stop for a couple of photos. After crossing the bridge, the Gap follows the Monongahela River through southern Pittsburgh, and you get a sense of the industrialization of a past era with an urban landscape that weaves between nature and modernity. This old train bridge, converted into a pedestrian and bicycle bridge, enters the city of McKeesport. This is the point of the Gap where you transition from riding along the Monongahela River and on to the Allegheny River for the next couple of days. Okay, that's day one of the books, and the Great Allegheny Passageway did not disappoint. The trail's fantastic. Temperatures were great, weather was nice. Everything was green, wildflowers were out, birds were chirping. Just a really nice day. So today we went from Pittsburgh to West Newton, Pennsylvania. It was about 34 miles, took us about just over about 4 hours. The trail is relatively flat. A couple of short ascents and descents, but nothing too crazy. And hard packed and paved. out of Pittsburgh, and then through the kind of some of the southern suburbs. And then just north of Boston, south of McKeesport, the trail turns into hard-packed, kind of a gravelly type consistency, but real hard-packed and easy to ride on as well. And that lasted from north of Boston, Pennsylvania, all the way to West Newton. And I imagine it's going to continue on for the most part for the rest of our trip to Cumberland. Of note, however, we figured there would be some trailside, riverside restaurants. That is nil to none. Basically, from the south of Pittsburgh, some of the suburbs, all the way pretty much to West Newton. There was really nothing on the river to stop at and eat. So plan accordingly if you're gonna do that portion. However, there was a pretty cool snack shop in Boston, but it didn't have really any food. It was just kind of some snacky stuff. Some drinks, and then some shirts and some merchandise that you could buy for the Great Allegheny Passageway. So we ended up stopping in West Newton. I'm shooting this in the kind of what they call a Carolina room in the Airbnb in West Newton that we're staying at, and it's fantastic. Does just the trick of what we need. Nice beds, comfortable, right off the trail. We're able to walk down to a trailside restaurant for dinner, just about a quarter of a mile. So nice, centrally located, which is just off the trail in West Newton. Stay tuned for the next leg, day 2, tomorrow.